The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the UNLV Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UNLV's offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Lewis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Goes to the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Past the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The option look. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The give to the tailback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Webb. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the option. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Broncos just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And the Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Got room to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up first and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. They'll move the tight end. On the ground. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Going right to work up top. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more light.
There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. He's got the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be 3rd and long. The give from the gun. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Hauls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go back to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Shakes off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DB.
Ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Rebels offense is back on the field. Give to the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's reeled in. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Powers through the defender.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO gun.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got his man in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Let's go.
On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come. this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker, able to close and make that tackle? That's impressive.
Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Broncos are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Pulls and fires complete. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.